Keidar, I'm a partner at Arnon, Tadmor Levy.
Hi, my name is Netanella Treistman. I'm a lawyer and a partner at Arnon, Tadmor Levy. We represent many startups, but also bigger companies. We assist them with implementing AI policies. We recommend for startups to start dealing with AI and AI policies as early as possible, whether the company is developing AI or using third-party AI tools. When using third-party AI tools, it's important to understand what kind of tools are used, what the purposes are, who's using them, and how can it affect the company. For example, if we're using tools that can help us in the development of our code, we may want to make sure that we own the IP. When we develop AI tools, we also need to make sure that the way we develop them complies with laws that either are not yet in place and will be in place soon, best practices, etc. From a practical perspective, we see that in commercial engagement, there are more and more requests for AI policies to make sure that companies providing AI are actually complying with best practices. And we also see that investors are more and more aware of the importance of AI policies and practices. And therefore, we do recommend starting as early as possible, because the earlier, the better, because things are still easy. It's easier to map third-party tools used. It's easier to map data used to train the AI. So as early as possible.
Waiting for the last minute. So, ignoring the fact that you need to do an AI policy or just postponing it for a later stage and then going to the financing round and getting those bunch of questions and just coming up with answers that don't really fit what's going on in the company, that is a mistake. So you don't want to do it. You want to be prepared. Again, it doesn't have to be a comprehensive policy. It has to be some kind of form of a policy which will be adjusted as we go.
Use of any tools should be approved by various stakeholders within the company. So it's probably best to appoint one person who's responsible for approving AI tools. That person should cooperate with other people within the firm, within the company, to make sure that the AI tool is suitable for the needs of the company and aligns with the policy of the company.
Once you mapped out the kind of uses, you wanna do the risk analysis in terms of determining exactly what kind of risk associated with the kind of uses you're going to make, specific tailor-made to the company's specific uses, and surface the risks up and have a discussion about the risk and how the risk will impact the way you actually work. Third stage, this is the risk mitigation policy, which actually tackles all that kind of risk and try to resolve the risk, or at least minimize the likelihood of that risk to actually come up.
There should be some kind of balance. I mean, if there's a risk in using AI tools, which sometimes is indeed the case, it should be worth it. So at the end of the day, what we receive in return as a deliverable, output, whatever it is, should be worth it. And sometimes we need to assess various tools to find the right one that works for our company, that works for our needs, and that works for our purposes. And that point is where lawyers sometimes have more work, because they need to look at the various terms of the various tools and can we integrate, can we not integrate, what does it mean in terms of rights. So I think various people should do that. But as we mentioned, at the end of the day, the actual risk assessment or the decision whether the risk is worth it, that is something that the company should make on a business level.